We are making waffles.
We are making waffles.
Yes, we are.
All right. I'm glad it's we because you're such an anomaly. As a male, you do so many things. So what you got here?
We have our found waffle maker.
Right? We found it out there.
We found two.
Yeah.
And from two broken ones, we made one that works.
Right? The ultimate recycling.
Yep.
Somebody's trash into now our working treasure.
Yes, indeed. Double waffle maker.
Double waffle maker. I had never seen one of these
One
before.
there. I hadn't before either. And one over there.
So no one has to wait for a waffle in a family of two.
We're in good shape. Yeah.
Right. What kind of waffles are we going to make?
Sourdough waffles. Hybrid sourdough.
It's from our sourdough.
It was your idea, remember?
I do remember because we all wanted to make bread when COVID started. And there was no yeast in the stores.
For a long time.
Yeah, and we always wanted to try sourdough. So.
And then you bought a book for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This book. Because we love the Great British Baking Show. Paul Hollywood's bread book. Jim started making bread.
Within that, there was some instructions on starting sourdough from scratch, which we did. And that was, what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah. We started it by chopping up some grapes.
Black grapes with lots of yeast dust on the skins.
You didn't wash them.
Correct.
And you chopped them up and put in some
Flour and water,
and then just let it sit on the countertop.
Yep.
And then it started the yeast growing and fermenting the sugars and the grapes.
And we kept feeding it with flour and distilled water.
Distilled water.
That's important.
Yes, because you don't want anything in there like chlorine to kill the yeast. And then you just keep using it and feeding it just about every week to make bread.
And store it in the refrigerator when you're not using it so that it lasts longer.
But you can store it on the counter.
As long as you use it in 2 or 3 days, every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it grows faster.
Otherwise it'll die.
But today we're going to make Jim's famous sourdough waffles.
Yeah, they're famous right here in this apartment.
Well, I'm sure if you sold them, they'd be famous.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so why don't you tell me what to do? You can be the master of the kitchen today.
Oh, I get to be chef? Will
Yes,
you say,
chef.
Oh, thank you. You were so much the chef.
Okay, Gordon. You can be Gordon today. Yes, Chef
Go ahead.
Ramsay. What may I do for you, sir?
Ooh, don't use that name on me.
Okay. Yes, Chef Jim.
Thank you.
Chef Mr. Jim.
We need the glass 2-cup measuring cup.
Okay. Is that?
And we need the sourdough out of the refrigerator.
Okay. And we can do it right out of the refrigerator?
Yep. As long as it's been fed. And this we fed a couple of days ago. See all the bubbles inside it?
Yeah.
You can see through the glass.
Can you see
It's
through
all
this?
porous.
It's all got bubbles
You
on
see
the top.
see them all through the.
Oh yeah, all through it. All through it. All those
It's all
bubbles. Wow.
filled full of carbon dioxide. All right, and we need the flour because we're going to feed this sourdough after we get done doing this too. But anyway,
I'll get the flour.
flour.
Flour. It is
And use that
King Arthur's all-purpose flour.
and a spatula and a 1-cup measure.
Right.
And you're going to pour 1 cup of sourdough.
So 1 cup of sourdough starter
Yeah.
into.
And if there's a lot of hooch on top, you can just pour it off. But
There's a
this
little
time,
bit.
not
Hooch.
very much.
So 1 cup.
Yep.
That looks pretty good.
And it's an approximate measure anyway, so
Alrighty.
yeah. More is better than less. So.
What next, Chef?
A cup of flour into the starter.
Okay.
Approximate.
Approximate. Cup of flour.
Yeah. Clean that well. You put away the flour and go get the distilled water.
Jim's a clean as you go kind of guy. So dinner takes a long time as you cook.
I clean as I go. Eventually, you will learn the wisdom in this. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, so distilled water. I'll go get it.
Thank you.
Oh, we have a new bottle.
You have to open a new one? Yeah.
Okay.
We need some for the espresso machine, too. I got it out here.
Okay, and it's just some of this, right?
Just some, yeah. You want to make that into like pancake batter consistency. You probably want more than that.
Yeah. Yep, need a little more.
All yours. Stirring and mixing and just chefing away.
I'm chefing. All right, I think this looks good. Like pancake batter.
That looks good to me.
Alrighty. So then this goes back into the refrigerator, right? Okay. Have my own dishwasher.
Uh-huh.
Don't need that anymore.
Every prep chef ought to have their own dishwasher assigned, right?
Oh yeah. I wish that was always the case. So
Okay.
we have our sourdough. We took out of the sourdough. We have a cup, and then we replaced about a cup with flour and distilled water to let it. We're feeding it. We're feeding it, so it's fed. So we put it on the top line, right there, top of the sourdough. Then you know if it's live. But can't you just tell from the bubbles too that it's working?
Well,
No
if you have a
bubbles
clean
now.
side and you mark it with a tape, then you'll get a smear line that where the sourdough grows up above it and falls back, and you know that it's active.
Gotcha. So a couple clues. Okay, back in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And we're done with this water.
Done with the distilled water. Yep.
Let's put that away.
Okay, now we need some of the packaged.
Did you turn this on?
Oh, I didn't. There you go. Packaged pancake and waffle mix.
Okay, and you use Kodiak cakes. All right, how much of this do we need?
Oh, third of a cup, maybe a half a cup. It's just approximate. Throw some in.
And we need some water too, right? All right, so we're doing it in this cup, right?
Yes. Our goal is 2 cups of mix once it's done.
All right. I'm doing all the work here.
Say what?
How'd we figure that out? I'm doing all the work here.
Oh,
It's supposed to be
You
Jim's
never-
chef show today.
you never read Huckleberry Finn, did you?
I did. I don't remember that being the point of the story.
I remember it better than you. Let's paint the fence.
Oh, yeah, the fence. Ooh, that wasn't too much water. Ooh, that was too much water.
Yeah, you're going to work out all right.
You think so?
I think so.
Such a tightrope of too thin or too thick. So much stress. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to make 3 waffles. Well, this is where I would normally stop, but usually it's the batter sitting so it thickens up, but we're not gonna really have it sit for very long, right?
Not very long, no. Waffle iron should be coming up to temperature here pretty soon.
All right, chef, we'll do what you want.
Where's that yes, chef part?
Yes, chef.
Get no respect around here.
You're right.
You were so much the chef in our family.
Oh, well, no one wants
You
to
make
see me
and
cook.
create
They wanna
things
see
from
you
scratch. You just make things from scratch. I have to start with a recipe, and then I do like
Right.
3 things, and that's all. 3 beeps. Waffle irons.
I think I'd be great on chopped, because I can make leftover nothing into something.
And it's tasty.
All right,
I make food, and it's edible mostly.
what do you think of that?
I think that's great.
Really? Is it thin, thick, perfect?
I think that is just fine.
It's just fine, according to Chef James. Ooh, you just upgraded your name there. Chef Jim. Chef James sounds more authoritative and fancy.
All right.
Okay, I didn't put any vanilla in yet.
Some vanilla.
Some. There's some.
And then quite a bit of high temperature avocado oil.
With our lovely labeling system of blue tape. Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, that was kind of like maybe between 2 teaspoons and a tablespoon, somewhere.
Yeah, a couple tablespoons.
A couple tablespoons? I don't think it was a couple tablespoons.
Okay. Where's that yes, chef part?
Yes, chef. Oh my God. Ego much? Okay. All right, let's put everything in it. Vanilla, oil, and sourdough, pancake mix, and water. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you do this part. I don't wanna do all
Yes,
of it.
chef.
Yeah.
That looks lovely, Lindsay.
Thank you, chef. Appreciate it, chef. Well, you're gonna use it to get the rest of the batter out, right?
Not gonna need to.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna hold it anyway. Just in case. Ooh. Looking good. All right, so
There we
that
go.
goes in that one.
That one in.
Flip it over.
Flip it over. Open the other side. I'm not going to use it just on purpose.
Okay, fine. Fine.
There you go.
I'll wash the dishes.
Close that and then flip it back over. And now we wait for 6 beeps.
Okay. And what are we going to have on top? We
I
have.
guess that was just a little bit too thin. See it?
Oh,
We have a volcano on the left side over here. That's okay. We'll clean that up later.
is it big? Well, that's a pretty big volcano. So a little thicker. Oh my gosh, it's really pouring out the back.
I'm holding it shut so it doesn't blow open.
Oh,
It's gonna be
did
fine.
We fail? We made a big mess.
Should we have some apple and bananas on our waffle?
I want banana.
Banana?
Yeah. I think we have some cherries in there. Do I have to hold it?
Yeah. But see?
Oh my goodness. There's Maya. I always like to give her a little piece of banana. Ooh, are we gonna have mimosas today?
Mimosas, you bet. Should we have some sausage too?
Oh yeah! Boy, we're just really not with it this morning.
Theoretically done, but it's still steaming pretty hard. So
Steaming pretty hard.
waffle,
Ooh.
and hopefully it'll lift out easily. There it comes.
Ah.
You're getting it. There you go. Yay. Liberated waffle. Second waffle.
Get ready for that one. Oh, it smells so good. Look at that one, just popped right out.
Mimosas.
Mimosas.
All right, there's yours. Here's mine.
The ratio of orange juice to champagne is important. What a special day. What are we celebrating? Saturday?
Snow.
Snow?
Snow, and somebody plowed the street in front of the house.
So we have to go work today?
Maybe.
After mimosas?
Of course. It's easier to work after mimosas.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Delicious. Breakfast.
Here's your breakfast.
Here's your breakfast.
Thank you for making waffles.
You're welcome. Thank you, too.
Remember your manners.
We did that in tandem. Wow. Delicious. I'm full.
Okay. You earned it by cooking such a lovely breakfast for us.
No, we did it together.
You did all the work.
Yeah, I did do all the work. Chef.
Credit where credit's due.
So people are asking what your work history is because you know so much about so many things. You're so handy. Do you want to tell them what you did?
I don't know. How much of my CV history do I want to disclose?
Well, it's up to you. As much or as little as you wish. It's your prerogative. Well, do you want to tell them that you were a pilot?
I think you just did that part.
We don't have to air this video. People are curious about how we met, too.
I guess that just brings us to to consideration of how much personal information should be shared out there.
Well, it was already published that we were from Alaska.
Yep.
So we met in Alaska at a public radio station where we were volunteering. And Jim was my board op trainer.
And she was a quick study with a beautiful smile and lots of ability.
We've been together for a long time. This year will be 27 years.
You're probably better with that than I am at the moment.
Let's see, and we were married.
I have it on the calendar, so,
In
so I
08.
don't forget.
So we're at, it's already 2022. It took me a second to figure out what year it was. It's the champagne.
You're a cheap date.
I am such a cheap date.
girl, Maya.
So
Here.
that would be 14 years this year. We've been married for 14 years, but we've been together for 27 years.
Living in sin for how many years?
Remember, we got married mostly because your parents. I think we'd both be hippies and just shacking up together. It's up to us, but it seemed important, and it was lovely when we finally got married. It was lovely. Got married in Alaska. And then I drug us around the country to go to medical school. And we've been on the move since then.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
How long ago did you start medical school?
Um,
You already had your degree.
Yeah, I started med school in 2014 and graduated in 2018. And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, I went back to school late in life. And now we are on our, let's see, how many houses have we fixed up? This is the biggest one.
Well, you started with the house in Chugiak.
Right, the house, and then we had a shop that we redid make it into a really
Well,
nice
you participated
shop.
with the house in Seward too. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
Just a small bit of stuff.
No, I don't know. You did the flooring in that without a chop saw, hand cutting, and we got it done in a weekend.
Those were the days, and it was done in a weekend. Not so much here. Then we kind of learned a little bit about old houses in Baltimore. We have a historic home there, and honored by the Historical Society. We didn't get the plaque for it, but we did honor that and keep it going. So that's kind of where we started, and then that's, I guess, what sort of gave us the confidence to take this on. All of that previous experience, and then a little bit of discovery of historical. And although this house is not a historical landmark, it's got enough in it that.
Definitely could qualify for that.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
I'm not sure if I want that or not.
Well, that puts a whole another layer of complexity on it.
Right. I think that we're doing our best to preserve what we can. And that's
agree.
good enough for me. I don't need a plaque or a certificate or anything.
No.
It's not our jam. But we do like it. We do love it. So that's a little bit about how we met. And some of our history, which is long and complicated and involves many different businesses and things we've done together.
Yep.
We've done a lot of things together.
Yep.
Yeah. Sea kayak guiding in Alaska, that business, and traveled all over the world together.
Yep.
Done some art projects together, some music.
You write amazing music.
We have a cornucopia of life experiences. And this is yet another one. We've had a good life so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a lot of cool things.
Without getting rich.
Yeah, well, we're not poor either.
No, we're fortunate.
We're very fortunate people. That the things that we like to do have allowed us to survive, and
We have been able to pursue the things we enjoy and get paid for doing what we want to.
yeah,
Enough to live
yeah,
and have mimosas on
Saturdays at times. But it's been a joy, but we've always been very hard workers. We work many hours and many days, and we work till the job gets done. And so it's not like it's been easy street, but most of the time it's enjoyable and interesting work.
And there's satisfaction in doing a job well.
Mm-hmm. It's nice being your own boss too.
Yeah, I don't work well for other people.
Really now.
You've noticed.
I have noticed.
I don't make a good laborer, do I?
No.
You're much better at that than I am.
must do work.
Yeah. Enjoy learning. Enjoy learning. Makes life happy.
Well, that's a lot about us. That's enough. So, say goodbye. Hope you have a good weekend.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us for breakfast.
Try again.
We don't have to share that.